Welcome to another episode of Cooking on the Fry. Today's special guest is London Broil. Wow, that sounds awesome. And it's not just any London broil, it's really high-end London broil. This is open nature grass-fed Angus beef, raised without antibiotics, no added hormones, and all vegetarian fed. So I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm about to eat one, and that should count for something. One reason I'm excited to cook this London broil is because it brings back memories of when I was a very young man in business school, and I belonged to a business professional fraternity, and every once in a while we'd have these banquets where we'd get up in our business suits and we'd go out to some restaurant, and one of the most common entrees we were served was London broil, and I thought that was so cool. I mean, London broil. I'm an executive, man. I mean, this is the life. Well, then I find out later that London broil is really low-end steak and usually comes in huge slabs that are larger than I can ever use and doesn't really cost a whole lot, but for the price I'd rather just eat high-end pork than London broil. However, what I got here is the high end of the low end, and it's a manageable size that I can eat for dinner. So I can't wait. Let's do this. Wow, it looks even thicker outside the packaging. What I'm going to do is put this in the microwave to bring it up closer to room temperature, and given the thickness, I'm going to put it in for 3 minutes at 20% and then flip it and do 3 minutes at another 20%. I'm also going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. 395, okay, I'll work with that. I'm about 5 minutes out from cooking, so I'm going to preheat my iron skillet burner to medium. Well, it's out of the microwave and it is very close to what I think is room temperature, and it has not started cooking at all. I am going to put high temperature, high smoke point cooking oil on each side along with some salt and pepper, and what I'm using is Spectrum Organic Sunflower Oil. Great stuff. And I actually got smart enough to put my oil and salt and pepper in separate containers. There's my oven, it's preheated, yay! And so I don't have to reach for my original containers of my salt and pepper and oil while I'm doing the steak, so I don't have to stop and rinse my hands between takes. Maybe I can do this all in one take. So, oil, move it around without moving the plate. And I am getting some on the sides because I do intend to sear the sides in addition to the top and the bottom. And I'm just going to grab some because I can. There we go. Nice. Just old school. I mean, just really, really simple. I don't even know if it's old school. It's just simple school. It's keeping it simple. Salt and pepper. And then flip it over and dump the rest of the oil because I can't put it back. So there's the oil, and there's a whole bunch of salt and pepper. And just get it all over the thing. And get oil all over it. Good. What fun. And now the on-the-fly part of cooking on the fry. Here goes the steak into the skillet. I'm going to sear it on each side for 2 minutes and put it into a preheated to about 400 degree oven for 3 minutes and then take the temperature. And I'm going to clean up the mess while it's cooking so I won't have a mess after I'm eating. Okay, there's my 2-minute buzzer. I'm going to reach in here, give her a flip, reset the 2-minute buzzer, and wait another 2 minutes. Sear away. Okay, 2 minutes, and now I'm going to quickly sear this thing on its side. feel like this is somewhere between a steak and a roast. I'm sure the people in London figured it out. I know, I make this look so easy. Okay, done searing. I'm going to put the meat close to the handle of the pan so it will be within reach when I go to take its temperature in the oven. And when you make the transfer, I cannot overemphasize safety first. I put down the camera, I use 2 hands. See you in 3 minutes. And this probably goes without saying, but don't forget to turn off the burner that the iron skillet was on. And if you don't have an iron skillet, get an iron skillet. They're awesome. I could not do this without an iron skillet. 3 minutes have gone by. I am going to take the temperature of this London broil and see if it's done. Here we go, right down the middle, and we are not going to make it. Wow, this is one thick and dense piece of meat. I'm only going up to 102. You're going to stay in there for another 2 minutes. It's been another 2 minutes. Let's stick in our thermometer and see where we are at. Looks more cooked, but is it? And we are at 123, 4. Wow, tough call. Really tough call. 126. Do I have the nerve to pull it and trust it to continue cooking while it's resting? Do I? I think I do. We are at 129 right now. Now, you know what? I'm going to leave it for somewhere less than a minute. And then I'm just going to pull it out without taking the temperature because I know it's almost there. Okay, 1 more minute. Well, that minute went by fast, even for me. I'm going to take, actually I decided I am going to take the temperature again because I am just curious and I want to see what the difference a minute makes. So we are now, I wonder if I didn't defeat myself just by taking it out for so long. That might have been stupid too. Wow. It's actually lower. Okay. Hey, this is going the wrong way, but that's okay. I'm just going to tough it out. We're going to put it back in there for another couple minutes. And you know what? I somehow compulsively turned off my oven. What a donkey move. Wow. If Chef Gordon Ramsay were here, he would be yelling at me. So I just really screwed this up. And what I'm going to do, I'm not going to panic. I'm just going to turn the heat back on. And I'm going to leave it in there for another 3 minutes. Well, another 3 minutes has gone by. Let's see if I can save this situation after pulling the totally donkey move of shutting off the oven while I was cooking. Let's see, what part of the reality of cooking is recovering from mistakes? So let's see what our mistakes, yeah. Well, looks like my mistake is okay. It's now well over 140. So, you're out of there. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. I am going to let this London broil rest for 6 minutes, and then we'll find out if it is cooking brilliance or bloody hell, as the British say. I just had to say that. I always let my pan cool in the oven for several hours. I once put my hand on a hot iron skillet. I do not ever want to do that again. And the seasoning on this pan is so thorough now that no matter what it looks like, it is actually very, very easy to clean. Okay, the London broil has rested for about 6 minutes. I'm going to cut it open with my Update International roast carving knife that I got on Amazon for $14. Please get one. This will make your meat processing life so much easier. Here we go. The big moment. Well, I wish the light was a little better, but it looks like I got a good amount of pink. In the middle, it's not a disaster. It actually looks pretty good. Now I'm going to cut off a piece and give it a taste. No, that wasn't the right way to do it, but I'll get a piece. Here we go. Well, between talking too much and having to backpedal and regroup on the cooking part, I managed to fill up the memory card in my trusty old camera here. So while it was offloading to the computer, I cut this London broil up and I put it on a plate, and this is what it looks like. And it is London broil. It's chewy and doesn't have much fat in it, and it is what it is. I don't know if I'll ever get it again, but right now I am going to go sawed off and have dinner. Until next time, anything I can do, you can do better.